I like to please people. I'm not a people pleaser. I'm not going to give my love, affection, and time to people who do not know who I am, who do not allow me the freedom to be myself. I am not going to give any of that to anyone that I don't feel comfortable with. I'm not, whether you're my partner and my person, or you're a friend or my children. You'll get, the faucet will turn up and down. And sometimes I turn that shit off. You understand? Sometimes that shit gets turned off. And it's just like, you don't respect what you're getting. You don't respect what you're getting, and you don't give back. Why would I keep giving to you? But if I was a people pleaser, I would do it anyway. Does that make sense? You're not getting anything back, and you keep talking about, oh, when I get to heaven. You understand? No, heaven is now. Your life is now. This is now. You got to live in the now. And that person, if they're not helping you, they're not doing anything to make you feel like you're here too. If you're in a relationship and everything is about your partner, and you're not really seeing yourself in the equation, that's a problem. like that's a problem. That is a big problem, and it's something that you need to look at. And you need to look at if that's the person for you. If you're constantly saving them, and you're constantly being there for them, and you're constantly trying to make things work, and it seems like every time you're making it work they break it, it's like, no, that's not it. Then they're not it. And you're people pleasing. If you're saying yes to stuff that you really want to say no to, I'm not saying, like, once in a while you can have your friends talk you into something. You understand? Once in a while you can have your spouse, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, talk you into something. That's fine. But if it seems like every time you don't want to do something, you have to do it, and you feel like you have to do it, and you don't have a choice, you're people pleasing. You're pleasing people before you're pleasing yourself. That's what people pleasing is. You're pleasing others before you're pleasing yourself, and you don't get shit out of it. You don't get, at least, like I told you, you don't gotta listen to me. This is my definition of it. You understand? This is how I think people pleasing works, because that's what it felt like in my life. It was always me not being there for myself, but being there for someone else. And giving something to someone that they wouldn't even be willing to give me half of what I gave them. That's not okay. That's not okay. And like I said, pleasing people is knowing what makes them cry, knowing what makes them feel hurt, knowing what makes them feel like they're less of a man. You don't do those things. You understand?